delightfully creepy and rightfully bonkers, Ali Abbasi's body horror black comedy Border transcends expectations and finds unexpected heart in its darkness. Border unravels like a bleak Disney fairy tale where the line is blurred between weird and the universal, the ugly and the beautiful, lightness and darkness merge together. More so, the theme of human connectivity is wonderfully realized due to the fully committed, jaw-dropping performance of Eva Melander. Border is a film unlike anything you've seen before. An intriguing and often pitch-black modern folktale about trolls in modern-day Sweden. This takes a ultra-realistic view of the mystical creatures and treats them accordingly. Tina is an outcast, a border patrol guard who has been bullied all her life because of her strikingly odd looks. She can somehow smell people's feelings, making her job a perfect fit for her senses and a chance meeting with a similarly odd-looking stranger where her life spirals out of control. As we delve further into the story, we find out more about Tina. She meets Vor, who provides her with insight into who and what she really is. This is where her character comes to many revelations about herself and her past. The plot thickens as she is assigned to a child pornography case. The narrative takes us to some awfully dark places, and even though it is wholly in sync with the folktale's lore about trolls, placing some of the narrative in the modern world turns it pitch black. There's plenty of legend for those who prefer the fantastical to the more mundane, and it manifests itself in hugely surprising ways. It never loses Tina as the center of the film, and the character and the performance anchor us solidly in the midst of all that is going on around her. Thanks to some wonderfully subtle yet strange makeup work on her and Vor, she appears odd, non-human, and yet still strikingly recognizable. It's this wonderful mix that the film matches both in its tone and its story. The direction from Abbasi is well done because he allows the facial expressions to be used to strong effect while also keeping a tense undercurrent happening. The script is written to a decent standard by the director Isabel Eklof and John Linktivist, as they make the movie easy to follow. The camera and makeup stand out best in terms of the technical aspects because the camera makes good use of locations while also capturing tense dramatic moments as well, which get to the edge of our seat status. Honestly, the makeup is outstanding. As much as it may be an understatement here, I think most should be fully warned that Border is a truly strange film. And this is mostly due to the fact that it's so grounded in its own sense of realism and mythos that the film plays so bizarrely, almost uncomfortably so. I know the film gets mentioned in the same vein of David Cronenberg, but this is in fact one of the few body horror films that doesn't really emulate or feels like the filmmaker's work. In actuality, it's quite hard to pinpoint any source of inspiration behind Border. The only connective tissue is a supernatural love story that flips conventions on its head. One could possibly find a lot of the subject matter the film explores to be distasteful or comfortable, particularly the child pornography subplot, but I found the film to be sensitive in handling these touchy themes. That being said, when it comes to the budding romance between Tina and Vor, there is a lot more moral ambiguity at play because he has some aspects about him that pose interesting questions about the validity of revenge. The film also explores the idea of gender fluidity and roles, but it isn't all the forefront of the narrative, more of an aside. Despite the strangeness of the central characters, there's still a lot here to identify with in terms of how it explores how people struggle to accept themselves and how being part of the human race means learning to deal with the bad and the good. Watching this film was an experience. It affected me both emotionally and physically, and it's nothing like I've ever seen.
Vem är jag?
Du ska inte lyssna på mycket på vad människor säger.
I hela mitt liv så ingenting.
Stanna, polis!
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.